Dan Willis here, and we're talking about American Recovery Service. Now, if you're getting a flood of phone calls, you're receiving demanding letters, or you've simply discovered American Recovery Service on your credit reports, you're in the right place. Now, American Recovery Service is a large, independent, third-party debt collection agency, and they specialize in repossession portfolio management. This encompasses financial services, charge-off accounts, and auto deficiencies. And there's also reports of them collecting other types of consumer debt. They're based out of Northern California. They were established in 1986. And the first item on our agenda to share is the FDCPA, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. This is federal legislation passed with the intention of regulating the debt collection industry, and it's worth your review at your convenience. In short, it requires debt collectors to be honest, upfront, and not deceptive, along with providing you with that modicum of respect and dignity that every human being deserves. And yes, this federal legislation is broken just about as often as our drug laws in this country. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, the very most common concern, the first concern for most folks, is will paying off American Recovery Service collections help to improve your credit score? You'd think so, it makes sense, but as of 2017, the end of 2017 and moving forward, no. You see, the only thing that happens if all you do is just pay is a change in the status of that item on your credit report. It'll go from an unpaid collection to a paid collection. A paid collection is still a negative, damaging, derogatory item that's going to damage your credit score and lower your credit score. And according to Anthony Sprov, a spokesman for FICO, collections on your credit report can damage and drag your score down by as much as 100 points. You see, the key to fixing your credit and getting a better credit score is to remove these dings from your credit report, to remove any dings, any blemishes, any negative items. And for some folks, after first performing the due diligence and following the tips in this video and the next one coming up, so of course subscribe and join our congregation, they may discover that it's in their best interest, in their credit's best interest, and the most effective way to clear this off your credit report is to pay it off. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, the debt collection weapons, what can they do to actually collect this debt? In addition to those calls, in addition to those demanding letters, in addition to reporting negative information on your credit report, it's very likely that they're going to rapidly inflate your balance. They can legally charge you high interest fees and, believe it or not, even collection fees. And these collection fees aren't just nickel and dimes. They can be very significant fees for this. If they're unable to collect payment, they have two options. Number one, they can turn around and sell the rights to your account to yet another debt collector. This new debt collector, of course, is going to start calling you, sending you more demanding letters, and they're going to report more information on your credit report. Or alternatively, and from what it looks like, American Recovery Service, their other option, and it looks like they do this a lot, they will sue you, as in they'll file a civil lawsuit against you. Their goal is to win a judgment, because then they've really got you by the short and curlies. Depending on your state of residence, because every state has unique laws, judgments can potentially result in wage garnishment, liens being placed against you and or your property, and even asset seizure. Not to mention, if you get slapped with a judgment on your credit report, that will absolutely annihilate your overall credit score. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, to wrap this up here, the first step for all consumers dealing with any debt collector is to first request debt validation on your account. This is your right as a consumer granted under the FDCPA, and essentially what we're saying, hey, American Recovery Service, you first prove this is actually my debt, everything's legit, show me the details about the debt. After all, we didn't do any business directly with you. You just showed up one day, popped up out of the woodwork demanding that we pay you money. So you do your part, and then we can potentially discuss repayment. It's most effective to make this request in writing, send it certified mail with return receipt requested. That way you'll have evidence that you made your request and that they received it. You see, they're required to respond by providing you with the evidence, documents, and the paperwork that does prove this is your debt. It should show you who the original creditor is, the dates of account activity, all the details about the debt. If they fail to validate your debt for any reason, even if they just don't have their paperwork in order, then in accordance to the FDCPA, you're no longer legally responsible for payment. Further, they're supposed to contact all three of those credit bureaus to have them remove that collection listing from your credit report because it's messing up your credit score. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, the last thing in this video is the statute of limitations. If your debt is validated, when we get all that paperwork, we want to review it in detail. We're looking for your last date of account activity. You see, you're not legally responsible for repayment of this debt forever. In fact, this is governed by the statute of limitations, which is a state law, and it does vary, so for full details, investigate your local listings. But this law says exactly how long and how many years you are legally responsible for repayment. Generally, it's about 7 years from that last date of account activity. And this applies to most types of consumer debt, from credit cards to charge-off accounts, from repossessions to medical debts, to retail accounts, telecommunications, utilities, and many more. The few exceptions are defaulted federal student loans and federal income taxes. And warning, and this is big, debt collectors are notorious for re-aging consumer accounts and with obvious purposes and reasons so they can continue to try and collect payment from you. And please be cautious, because they do this often illegally, and they're very frequently fined for re-aging consumer accounts and doing it illegally. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Again, that's for a free credit consultation, and the toll-free phone number is 1-877-418-7596. This is Dan Willis. We're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full story. We also have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. And of course, subscribe and join our congregation, because coming up next, we're going to be talking about how to negotiate, settle, and potentially pay off American Recovery Service. And so it will help and improve your credit score. So of course, subscribe and join our congregation. Have a wonderful day, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.